Hey everybody from YouTube. This video is a product review on the Sitka Fanatical hunting bibs and hunting jacket. I'm going to talk about some of the stigma associated with super expensive hunting equipment like Sitka, but I'm also going to talk about the pros and cons. I had it out in the field this season. I absolutely love it. And anyways, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody from YouTube. I wanted to do this product review on the Sitka Fanatic jacket and bibs that I've got. Now, I had it out for the whole season this year when I was out deer hunting, and I absolutely love it, right? So I'm going to start off with, first of all, what is the stigma associated with Sitka? Because I'm seeing all these funny videos of people making fun of this stuff. And basically what it is like expensive hunting equipment, right? And there's two camps, right? There's a camp of folks that say you don't need all this fancy hunting equipment to be an effective deer hunter. Another camp of people that just like to spend money for the sake of spending money on fancy gear, and they brag about it to their friends. Okay. I'll tell you my perspective. Do you need fancy equipment to be an effective deer hunter? Absolutely not, right? Look, I've seen guys out there, old timers, that would take a bucket, sit on a bucket, and kill the biggest deer you've ever seen in your life. So no, you don't need fancy equipment to be an effective deer hunter. Trust me. And I'm very much of that school of thought that you don't need all this equipment, and even tree stands. You know, people are obsessed with tree stands, and I've killed a bunch of deer from the ground. So you know, the sport is very much commercialized, right? And it's designed to drive folks to go buy stuff because they think they need that to be effective hunters. So yeah, I get it. But I'll tell you this, I don't like being cold out in the field. I really don't. And I don't like being wet, and I don't like being cold. So I had a set of gear from Cabela's that I bought, you know, a heavy duty cold weather jacket and bibs, and it was good. It was good for like 20 some years. And that was cool. And I just tore that thing to shreds over the last 20 years. And my wife finally said, you need some new clothes for hunting for cool weather. And I looked at Sitka, and the downside with Sitka, the one downside with Sitka, I would say, is that it's expensive. There's no doubt about it. It is the bibs and the jacket for the Fanatic version is almost $1,000. However, I had it out for a full season, and I felt like it was worth every penny. So let me talk about the pros, and let me talk about why I felt it was worth every penny. So here's the jacket, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I'm going to show you a couple things worth mentioning on how these things are designed. So this is the jacket. And first off, what you're going to notice is this is, if you can see this is a Berber fleece that's on the outside of the jacket. And it's also on parts of the bibs. And the Berber fleece does an absolutely fantastic job of blocking the turn my light on here, blocking the wind. You know, and I'll tell you, the worst day I was out there, I was deer hunting when it was about, I don't know, barely 20 degrees, and there was a lot of wind, 20, 30 mile an hour winds, and it got down to -4, the wind chill. And honestly, I didn't feel it. I was shocked at the difference between my old clothes and the new clothes, and that Berber fleece really does a nice job of blocking the wind. The other thing here is the way they've designed the zipper systems. So in the jacket, it's not down the middle. It actually, this kind of wraps around the side. I don't know if you can see it. It wraps around the side, and it zips on the side, right? And then you zip it up. It comes across the side here, and then it comes up near your neck. The other part about this is I don't need a neck gaiter. Honestly, this is the Berber fleece for the neck piece of it, and I didn't need a neck gaiter, right? So it kept the wind off my neck, which was really nice. The other thing is the way they have the zippers here. They have a zipper in the front here, right in the front, and it's great for. It's a pretty deep pouch. You can put, I don't know if you can see it. You can put your cell phone in there, which is cool. And they have these two pouches for your hands, right? You can put your hands right here. And I'll tell you what was amazing about this is a lot of times I like to keep my shooting hand free because I don't like to have a glove on it. And I was able to keep, on that really super cool day, keep both of my hands inside this pouch. The Berber fleece was blocking the wind, and honestly, my hands were warm. My hands were warm. It was amazing. So that was pretty cool. Now there's a couple more pockets up here toward the top, right? Very easy to reach in. You can put your cell phone here, or you can put whatever in here. Very easy to reach. So whoever designed this, designed it with hunters in mind, with the ergonomics of kind of trying to get your hands on stuff, right, when you're hunting. So that's the jacket. That's really cool. And also the other big advantage of this is it is super quiet. I mean, super quiet. This thing doesn't make any noise. And I know that's, if you're a hunter and you spend as much time as I do out in the field, your clothes sometimes can do you in, right? You can have like a tie strap with plastic on it, can bang on your rifle or can bang on your bow, right? And that's going to screw you up if a deer comes in pretty close. You end up spooking it. But you can move around on this thing, and it's waterproof, and it is completely quiet. It's just amazing. So, all right, so that's the jacket. Now let me show you the bibs here real quick. Oh, by the way, one trick that I use underneath this jacket for really cold days is I put this heated vest on. Okay, this is an Action heated vest, and I have a separate video on that on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. But basically, put a little lithium battery in here, and it kind of heats the front and the back. Throw this jacket on top of it, and man, I'm telling you, you are warm. You're great. Now, not too warm, by the way, but you're warm. You're very comfortable. All right, let's look at the bibs. All right, so same thing with the bibs. You've got these bibs, all right? You've got the Berber fleece on the bibs, and it comes up probably, I don't know, yeah, probably up to here, right? Okay, so now you're getting this layer on here, got the Action Heat vest on, then I got the jacket on top of it, and so you got a lot of layers of warmth here, which is really awesome. And they've got nice pockets on this thing too, nice deep pockets here, but the biggest plus with this, if you can see this, with these pants is that the zipper for, where it goes down to your boot, this zipper goes all the way up to your hip, right? Because a lot of times with these clothes, the zipper only goes up so high, and you're trying to get your boot out of there, and it's really a pain in the butt. Or you have to take your boot off to get your boot out, and you're super tired at the end of the day. But this thing goes all the way up to your hip, and you can get out of these things really super fast. That's awesome. And so whoever designed this clearly is a hunter and understands the pain in the butt getting your boot out of your bibs. But like I said, it's got nice pockets on it, and it's just great. I just can't say enough good things about it. I'm glad I made the investment. It was worth the money. And the other thing I'll tell you about this stuff is that it is, well, the one thing I would say, you don't want to go through the briar thickets and stuff that's going to tear up these clothes. You will tear up these clothes, right? So you don't want to go through thickets and briars and prickle bushes and all that jazz with these clothes, right? Because you're just going to end up tearing it up. So anyways, that's it. Sitka Fanatic bibs and jacket, absolutely worth every penny. If you have any questions, ping me in the video here. But I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.